What's up, guys? How you going? Alright, so Jeff here again, obviously. Anyway, this video is about me building a box for my ute. It's very basic, it's very simple. I'm not a master craftsman and I didn't focus on making the best thing that I could make. For me, it was about essentially what could I knock up in a weekend? What could I, quickly and easily create in a appropriate time frame. Most of us don't have 3 weeks to make a masterpiece. Most of us don't have the patience and time to make something that's really, really high quality. Most of us just want something that works, that will fit in the space we need it and do the purpose that we need to do. For me, I just needed a box to store some stuff in that I could put in my ute that wasn't going to fall apart. So that's what I made. And I didn't really worry about doing the best that I could do. It's a box, but it's simple, sturdy, and it looked fairly decent in the end. So feel free to tag along and see what happens. Anyway, let's begin. So we're going to try and do this a different way. Obviously we have to, because I didn't measure, calculate correctly. We are going to try and, I guess, do things. Alright, so I did prototype this box. It's sturdy as heck, but you know, it's not watertight and it's not finished. My planning wasn't quite, you know, up to scrap. My measurements, I didn't account for things like, you know, the limitations of the space that I was in. You know, when I thought of the lid and the bottom, I calculated, you know, what that as being the limitations of the space, and then I imagined building a box around that, and then when I realized that I couldn't do that and I tried to adjust, you know, things didn't really go well. Also, putting a screw through this, not the best. It splinters so easily, which makes it really hard. That being said, I do kind of need to prop up the lid so that it closes, because I have my compressor. I'll show it to you. I have my compressor, which is going in the back of my ute, and unfortunately these bits here, these covers, they just above the like when it's built, it's like that. See, so the lid won't actually close over the top, and it won't be watertight, which is the plan. I mean, the plan is to put these in the back of my ute, paint them, stain them, or whatever, and then have them stay there. And I want it to be watertight. I want it to keep it that safe. You could do this by building a box like this and then putting a lining in, or like a tub or something like that, and that's all well and good, but that kind of defeats the purpose of custom building something, I guess. When you custom build it, you build it to your purpose, and so that's why we're gonna try again. Well, I'm gonna try again, you're gonna watch, and I probably will make more mistakes, but that's more learning, more progress, and yeah. So let's begin, shall we? So while that dries, the bottom frame, which is going to stick there, put it away to dry. Why don't we see about touching the lid? We're going to use piano hinge. Now, if you know anything about a piano hinge, or a continual hinge, depending on what it's called, same thing is you have to screw in each and every single one of the screws, because otherwise it doesn't have as much structural integrity. Like you can see, it has some flex in it, and you don't want it to snap or bend. Obviously this one is too long, so the plan is to put it in place and then get an end grinder and just cut it off. Now the reason you do a continual hinge or a piano hinge is that so that someone can't behind, like a crowbar or a pry bar, and like lodge it in between. Say you had like a hinge just here and a hinge just there. Like you know, put a crowbar in here and then just pry open your box. You want to avoid that, security reasons. As I plan to make this a latchable and lockable box, I'm going to use a continual hinge. Anyway, let's get to it. Glue it, and then the plan is to get some off-cut plywood and then glue it on, make it look seamless and good. That's the plan. So glue goes in. You know, normally you'd wait, but I'm impatient, so with the power of movie magic, we're gonna speed up the drying process, you know, dry it out. By movie magic, I mean, don't do this at home, guys. Heat.